What is up, guys? It is Messi.7 here. Welcome back to a brand new Star Wars Battlefront 2 video. Today we're going to be ranking each and every Star Wars Battlefront 2 blasters from worst to best. But before we get into that, 77.5% of you guys watching aren't subscribed, so please hit that subscribe button if you very much appreciated. But anyway, let's get straight into the video. And coming in at last place in number 20 is the default sniper rifle. I will be ranking all the default weapons together as they deal the same much damage, and the damage drop off is all the same, they just look different. But anyway, this blaster comes in at last place because it takes about 4 to 5 hits to kill an enemy, and sniping is hard in Battlefront anyway, and it's even harder when this gun it's more like a assault rifle, to be honest. It takes so many bullets to kill an enemy, but that is why it is coming in last place. And in at number 19 is yet another sniper rifle, and like I said, sniping is not easy in Battlefront 2, and it is definitely not easy when you have a gun such as the IQ A11 that suffers from the same problem as the default sniper. It takes so many bullets to kill an enemy, and it's just not good. I mean, the range isn't very far. I don't think it has dual zoom, but yeah, this comes in at number 19. And in at number 18 is the default pistol. Now, any default gun is not good, whether it's a default AR, default heavy, default pistol, whatever. It is so bad. It takes so much damage to kill an enemy, and the damage drop off is not good. The range is also not very good on this pistol, but pistols aren't that very good at range. But this one comes in at number 18. And in at number 17 is yet another default weapon. It is the default heavy blaster. Now, this suffers from the same problems as any other default weapon. Damage is horrible, takes so long to kill an enemy, and its range is awful. Not much other stuff to say about it. It's just so bad, that's why they call it a default gun. But yeah, that comes in at number 17. And coming in at number 16 is the S5. Now, don't get me wrong, the S5 is a lovely gun. It's just that scope pistols aren't really my greatest gun in any game, especially in Battlefront, as the S5 deals so little damage, such as the default guns. But it's a good gun for people that are more like kind of mid to long range. But I'm more of a close range person, so this gun isn't for me, but it comes in at number 17. And in at number 15 is the last of the default weapons. It is the default assault rifle weapon. It's a good gun, but it suffers from, again, the same problem. It's a default gun. It doesn't do as much damage, and there is much better ARs to deal damage with in the game. But yeah, it's a default gun, so it comes in very low. And coming in at number 14 is probably the gun with the longest name in Battlefront 2. It is the FWMD 10K, and this is a great gun in my opinion. This is where we're starting to get to guns that are very good, but some are obviously better than others. This is a heavy blaster, and it deals a lot of damage at close range, but at long range it's not very good. That's why it's alright for me, because like I said, I'm a close range person in my opinion. But yeah, there's lots of better guns, but don't get me wrong, this gun is very good. And coming in at next is another contender for the longest blaster name in Battlefront 2. It is the E1116 HFV. Now, this gun is quite a good gun in damage and range, but I don't like it because it suffers from the same problem as any resistance gun. It wobbles way too much. I cannot aim with it. Same with the aerial resistance, Finn, and even the default resistance blaster. They wobble so much, so I don't like this gun, but it's kind of good at long range. And coming up next is the A280 CFE. Now, this gun is apparently a sniper, but it doesn't really act like a sniper. You could really use this gun at whatever range you are. It's more of a burst sniper. Every time you shoot it does 3 bullets, that's why it's a burst. But there's nothing really bad about this gun. The other guns are way better, but yeah, this gun's good. So coming in at number 11 is the DC-15 LE. Now, this gun only has one major flaw in my opinion, and that's its range, but you know, you're going to get that with probably heavy blasters. But Overall, it's a great gun. If you have the explosive shot, it's brilliant. It's an improvement from the default Republic Heavy Blaster. That's why it's coming in at number 11. And now heading into the top 10, starting off with the A280. Now some people are going to say that I ranked the E1116 HFE above the A280 as it does more damage, but the A280 does little damage, but it's a burst, so obviously that's 3 amounts of damage. In my opinion, it's just better. The range is very good, especially if you have the dual zoom or whatever it's called on the attachment on. It's just such a good gun, and it hands down deserves number 10. And in at number 9 we have the Blurg 1120. Now the Blurg 1120 is yet another burst weapon. In other games I'm not too sure on the burst weapons, but in Battlefront 2 a burst weapon can be your greatest weapon because it just deals so much damage. It doesn't matter how little damage one shot can do, the burst weapons can do so much, and they can kill anyone, maybe not a hero but a reinforcement or anyone, so quickly. So any burst weapon is so good. And in at number 8 is the worst of the newly added guns, but it's still really good. It is the DL18. Now the DL18 is just pretty much a normal pistol, but it does so much damage and it can wipe out enemies so quickly. It's almost rapid fire in my opinion if you're really good with your triggers. But yeah, the DL18, there's nothing really wrong about it. It's just such a good gun, and it comes in at number 8. And in at number 7 is another newly added gun. It is the Cycler Rifle. Now this gun was pretty bad at launch. It took so many kills to kill an enemy. It was probably bottom 5 when it first released, but now it has been updated, and it is such a good gun now. It takes about 2 to 3 hits to kill an enemy. 1 hit to get headshot, I believe, although I'm not too sure, but it's almost as good as the other sniper, which we'll talk about in a minute, but that one is so good. And coming in at number 6 is the TL50. Now the TL50 probably should be the best heavy blaster, but I've ranked it quite low, probably because I've gotten so used to Iden's TL50 that this is such a downgrade, but it's still a great gun. The secondary fire is amazing, but like I said, I'm getting so used to Iden's as it takes so long to charge up. But you know, if you don't play Iden as much as I do, you'll think this is a good gun. And in number 5 we have the SE44C, the best pistol in the game due to its rapid fire. This is the only rapid fire pistol in the game, and it melts everyone, no matter whether you're a hero or a blood or a reinforcement. It just melts you, and it's so good in my opinion. It 100% deserves number 5. And coming in at number 4 is the T21, the newly added heavy class weapon. Now this gun is alright until you get the burst mode, and it becomes an absolute monster. But if you don't have burst mode, it's still good, but I would just keep grinding for burst mode. But anyway, it's such a good gun, so yeah, it deserves number 4. And now we're heading into the top 3, and starting off with the CR2. Now the CR2 is very, very bad at long range. I'm talking like very bad, but at short to maybe medium range it is godly. It is like the SE44C but 10 times better, and that it just 100% deserves the number 3 spot. And in at number 2 we have the E11D. Now this gun is just good on so many levels: long, medium, short range. Its damage is great, it has a great rate of fire. It's just a good gun, and like, you can't top this. I always have this equipped, whether it doesn't matter what map I'm on. If I want to play assault, I always have the E11D equipped pretty much. So it just deserves the number 2 spot, but it's not as good as number 1. And coming in at the number 1 spot, the best gun in Battlefront is the NT242. Now I did say that I was more of an aggressive, close range person, but occasionally I like to snipe, and the gun of that choice is the NT242 because it just is so good. It's 1 shot for a headshot, 2 shots for a body shot, and it's just so good at long range because it's a sniper, and it's just the best gun. At 110% deserves the number 1 spot. So that was my ranking of the Star Wars Battlefront 2 blasters. Let me know your rankings in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to leave a like on it and consider subscribing. But anyway, that was all from me today. I will see you next time. Bye.